You're gonna get that whistle, bro. I promise. That's all right. It's been a very, I guess, different year for me this past year. I didn't tour a lot this year. I didn't tour a lot, I guess, by my standards. For some people's standards, I did. I probably played about 100 shows, but years before, I probably played 230 or more. So I spent about half the year gone away from home. This year, I got to spend a lot of time at home, and I am not into preaching at all, but I'm just kind of excited about it, so I'll share it with you. I actually spent 28 days in a rehab facility in July, so I've been sober for about 5.5 months. The reason why I laugh is because if you knew me 5.5 months ago, it was a completely different thing. And I know most of the places that I show up. We were in Columbus, Ohio last night, and it's always fun to show up now, and people, the bartenders there that are like, man, I didn't want to play, I didn't want to work tonight when I found out you were playing. Like, why? Because I've never been so hungover as I've ever been when you play here. And I've had my fair nights, I would say, of being extremely wasted in this place. I can say that about most places. See, I was awesome. I didn't need rehab. But I say that to, I don't miss it. I actually feel better than I've ever felt since I was a child, probably. If I'd have known it only cost $18,000 to lose about 16, 17 pounds, I would have done it a long time ago. But when I called Rob to do this tour with me, with that being said, I obviously needed him to play guitar. But people ask, you know, when you're in recovery, people ask you all the time, do you miss it? I mean, are you kidding me? Have you ever tasted Jameson? Or anything with liquid alcohol? I miss it, of course, not to the point where I want to drink it, but of course I miss it. It's cold outside. I'd love nothing more than to sit in here and just be an idiot. And so that was part of the job classification for Rob, was he is a guitar player / my drinking assistant. And what that means is, I'm wasted. What that means is, you know, when most people in recovery, they want to have a drink or whatever they call a sponsor. I don't. I order whatever it is that I want at that moment. I make Rob drink it. Right in front of me. And I'm kind of trying to start a new trend that hopefully I'll be able to go back to a rehab facility and work with the kids. That's awful, I shouldn't say that. Can I come help out with it? So with that being said, Rob would love a shot of Jameson. Won't be my first. In all honesty, would somebody, he's working hard up here. My hand hurts. Would somebody please bring him a shot of Jameson? And I would love a shot of Red Bull, if they have it. I'm serious. I used to drink Jaeger and root beer a lot. Oh my God. It's called the good news. It's bad news. Don't ever do that shit. I bet you could ask Josh anything and he'd be like, yeah, I used to drink that a lot too. Josh, you ever drank this stuff that comes out of these things at the Exxon? I don't know. I was good at it. Orange milk and Frappuccino. I realized the other day I'm scared to death of being sober. I'm very anti-Starbucks, or just coffee shops in general. I don't drink it, and I've done it a few times on this tour, and I just hate the way it feels. You'd think I'd say that about alcohol. Yeah, you better smell that. Don't be trying to cause my relapse up in here. Good Lord. Well, who's that for? You're cute. What's that? That's Red Bull? Cheers. Thank you. Good God, they poured big for us. Cheers. Trust me, I'm sure. My mom still calls me 5.5 months later and asks me every day, so it doesn't, you're not going to drink today? Like, no, I'm not going to drink today. That's the biggest shot of Jameson I've ever had. This really is Red Bull. Rob, you want to smell it to prove it?
Smells good.
It really is good. I think it's Red Bull.
That's the best smelling Red Bull I've ever smelled.
It don't bother me at all.
You should get a shot of Red Bull.
I know. I feel great. I love it.
We're gonna play this double time.
Yeah. That means fast. Suddenly we've become a bluegrass duo. That was awesome. I will just say for the record, I do not want to do shots of Red Bull all night long because I think that will kill me before any alcohol I ever drink. I don't want to blow my heart up. But Rob, however, would love to do shots of Jameson all night long if you want to.
Are you sure this is our last song?
And come by the merch table. We all have CDs and stuff. I have a Christmas record that's out that I'm actually very proud of. I produced it myself. It came out last year. I'm not going to play you Christmas songs just because I'm Jewish. But
But buy my Christmas record.
But buy my Christmas record. That's a true story. You are what your mother is, which makes me Jewish-ish. I'm more Jewish.
No, but Danny is.
It's gotta
My
be like 11
best
o'clock.
It's like 12:15. Is it okay if we play one last song? Who's excited about Todd Carey this evening? I'm gonna leave you with this song. It's my favorite song ever. Thank you to Jake and everybody here at Space, and it's obviously